What's up, motherfuckers? Today we're going to be exploring the benefits of wheatgrass. The first thing you need is some wheatgrass, a blender or juicer, snippies, drinking cup, and last but not least, a food scale. Cut the grass above the seed line and process in a grinder type juicer. Well, I don't have a grinder type juicer, so I sure hope a blender works. Oh, the seed line. Cut all that, ended up with 22 grams. 3.5 grams in an eighth. That's 6.4 eighths, or just under 3/4 of 1 ounce. Now the problem with that is, it says drink 1 to 2 ounces daily. How many of these things am I supposed to buy? 2. Can't forget the secret ingredient. That's why they say use a juicer. Oh, I can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling. Here's why. I got a new hater. I learned I got a new hater today. Shitty 91 California gas. All right, so we're going to go over and take a peep at the crack shack. Yeah, cracky, cracky. I got a shopping cart. Yeah, cracky, cracky. Front door's open. In the Crackerstein Shackerstein. Furnace is out. Got new electrical in a lot of places. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Bam. You can see that's the worst of the old stuff right there. Then you got the new stuff. Out with the old, in with the new. I was hoping we'd run into the electrician here so we could get a few tips from him, but I'll have to check back later. What up, Edgar? Shout out to Edgar. What's up, man? You ended up in my yard in a shopping cart. I don't know if anyone even caught it, but 6.4 eighths is actually just over 3/4 of an eighth, because it's basic fractions. Duh. Not just under as previously stated. So check it out. More on that hater. Turns out someone was saying some blah 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 to someone else, but that made the someone else want to have a meeting with me, and so we met this morning and talked about how we're gonna do business and make some money together next year. Power to the hater. Gotta take a quick picture, quick update on the selfie pic. This garage makes for a great shoot area. Yay, yay! All right, so a new furnace was supposed to be installed at the Lompoc Flip today. We're about to go check it out right now. Catch me in Lompoc, how about that? Oh, it's nice and toasty in here. You know what time it is now? It's Tuesday! Chinese food and Jack Daniels. Woo! Hello, Snapchatters. Good evening to you. Tonight, I'd like to know, what are your thoughts on marriage? Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you somewhere in between? What are your thoughts? To be quite frank, it's hard to ignore the number of married people or previously married people that say, don't get married. And it seems to outweigh the number of people that claim they're in a happy marriage. But I want to know, what are your thoughts? Like, what are your real thoughts? Well, I got my first snap back, and I'm not talking about a hat. It's from Crystal, and she says she doesn't think marriage is worth it anymore. She thinks that it's an overpriced, expensive party and a worthless piece of paper. Happy Hanukkah, my friend.
Happy Hanukkah, but I don't sit it with Hanukkah. I sit it with Hanukkah. Who is, oh.
Thank you for joining me tonight on Masterpiece Theater. Sarah is for marriage, and she thinks that those folks that are saying not to get married, they just have shitty marriages. But she also says that you probably shouldn't spend too much, and she's down to get married in some jeans and a t-shirt and spend that money on business. Investments.
All right. So Preston says,
And I'll do my best to imitate it. Fuck marriage. When I get rich, I want a different hoe every night.
Shout out to Preston for keeping it real.
Shout out to Betty. We've got another opinion on marriage. She says, if you do it with the mindset of until death do us part.
Oh my gosh! Look at that!
So Michelle says, marriage will work. It will work with the right combo. But that's just it, finding the right combo. Ian says, do what you want so you can get what you want. And if she's going to be a nag, it's probably not worth it. Oh, and I've got one for polygamy. Jesse says, marriage is fantastic. Married for 13 years, gotta find the right person. Trust, respect, and communication is key. I still go on dates with my hun. I still bring her flowers and cards. Jesse goes on to say, well, you begin by looking at the right places. Finding a woman that is smart, independent, and attractive is hard, but it's possible. Remember, though, it takes a good man to find a good woman. Actions speak louder than words. Being a gentleman never goes out of style, but being respectful separates the men from the boys. I'd say that's one of the most thorough answers yet. JD says, first off, a beautiful setting, very festive. Oh, whoops, dropped the phone there. Beautiful setting, very festive. I feel like I should be drinking hot chocolate. Marriage could be cool as shit if the chemistry is right, but just like chemistry, if you mix the wrong ingredients, shit blows up in your goddamn face. Third, I like your boy's idea. Get rich, then switch a bitch, at least until your mid-40s. We've got another opinion. Nick says, I'm for it after I make my money and she knows she isn't getting anything. Nick goes on to say, I want to go through the whole ceremony, and then at the end, me and her say I don't, and we won't have the marriage license either. We will just go through the whole wedding and shit and have fun and throw a party. Pink Ranger says, as an ordained minister who has a family of ordained ministers, we highly encourage formal attire. Your jeans and t-shirt will probably last longer than your marriage if you can't afford decent attire. Barrett says, I think marriage isn't necessarily about how long you've been together, but the experiences you've been through with each other and the connection you have. That will determine if you're ready or not. Not a time frame, having a child, or anything else. It's felt from within, just as your drive for success is. I had my first child at 15 and I'm still with her mom. It's almost 10 years together.